The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat postgame show.
Me, Alphonse. Oh, I was muted. Now I'm not muted. It's Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf954. We just finished watching the Heat lose to the Magic, which is no surprise to anybody who's familiar with Heat Magic opening nights. So it kind of went the way that we thought it was going to go. Little to no preseason, little to no offseason. Super sloppy game. Listen, it is what it is. There are things to take away from this game. There's a lot of things that we're just going to kind of, listen, we're going to analyze the game, but I don't think anybody should take too much away from it. But before we get started, let me introduce the cast of characters I have around me. Brass, pull out. Look. See, first thing first, we want to recognize Brassjazz, the producer of Hangover Time. We kicked Giancarlo Navas off the show because everyone's complaining about him and he talked too much. So Brassjazz is the new producer of Hangover Time. He's going to be the one throwing up pictures, throwing up your comments. So just want to say thank you to Brass. And I'm going to do the Giancarlo Navas thing. With me today, I have Alejandro Solana, famously from 560 WQAM and 790 The Ticket. I said famously. I said it. Producer of the Hockman Crowder show. Drive Time on I think it's still Drive Time. I don't listen to radio anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's still Drive Time, Hockman Crowder. So we got Alejandro Solana and all of a sudden he froze. So we're gonna go next to to Moose. What's going on, Moose? Moose of Miami Heat Beat.
How we doing, everybody?
Alex, say your last name because I can't pronounce it.
Yeah, no worries. Nobody can. So my last name is Musibay, but obviously because Moose, all my friends growing up would just call me Moose or Alex. So whatever you guys prefer.
I always call you Muscle Baby in the chat.
I
don't know how to say your last name.
That's fine with me.
Solana, are you gonna say what's up? Are you here now?
What's up? My bad. I don't know what happened, but
bro, you gotta get off that AT&T Wi-Fi, bro. Naturally,
you introduced me and I couldn't talk. So hello.
Upgrade to Xfinity. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do yourself a favor. We also have Tiffany Meeks, my partner in crime, who I stole from my old 5 Reasons show because she's really good at this, and she's really good at breaking down games, especially right afterwards. And she pulls no punches. So what's going on, Tiffany?
What's going on, everybody?
And our special guest, my big get from my first regular season Hangover Time show. We have the great Chris Cote from the Dan LeBatard Show on ESPN. Chris, say what's going on to the people.
What up, man? I'm excited to be the first guest. That's a good job by you, man. It's a good get.
It's a big get. Certain people like have their their white whales. For you, you're like the Harden of the Hangover Time.
Wow.
Like you're our whale. Like
I was also at a strip club last night.
Well, exactly.
My wife just looked at me. I was kidding. That was a joke. Yeah,
I've never seen you at a strip club. So anyway,
no, definitely not.
Absolutely not. So I'm going to start with you. The Heat lose to the Magic. We knew the Heat were going to lose to the Magic on opening night. It's a tradition. You know what I mean? Like, Yes, I did pay Chris's $30 cameo fee. It is a tradition of the Miami Heat losing to the Magic on opening night. What did you take away from the game from what you saw?
My first takeaway was have the Magic had the same roster for 7 years, because that's I just feel like they never change anybody on their team. My second takeaway was that Eric Reed is behind on his Christmas shopping. But outside of that, and that's shocking, right? Eric Reed's a guy that you think gets that stuff done in.
You think he'd be on top of it, right?
That's what I mean. Crotty, is late with his Christmas shopping, but that was surprised. That was my biggest takeaway, honestly. Eric Reed being late on that, but Precious, right? Precious was the takeaway. Myers Leonard definitely was not enjoying that performance because he's not going to be playing at all because of that. But yeah, it was just Precious, right? What can you take away from a Magic opening game? So I'd say Precious was the takeaway.
Precious makes me feel like I've tweeted this out. It feels like we have two Bams, which is like a really cool thing to have. For some reason, I got audio playing. Listen, it's still preseason for everybody. Anyway, so Precious makes me feel like we have two Bams. We have a guy that comes off the bench that is gonna obviously be. It feels like he's gonna be the Bam substitute. He's gonna be the first guy off the bench for Bam when he sits, and it kind of just makes sense. Like, man, he replicates a lot of things that Bam does. Tiffany, because you are very unfiltered, and Chris came with the positives. Give me the negatives. Off grip, first game of the season, and honestly, I feel bad for Moe Harkless because I know what's coming. Go ahead.
No Mo. No Mo. It's done.
No Momo.
No Mo.
You're done.
More Harkless, more problems.
Listen. He hit that first shot. He had everybody happy, and it was all downhill after that. He disappeared. He literally played almost 20 minutes. What? 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 rebounds.
So Moe Harkless had 3. Moe Harkless was 3, 2, and 1.
Okay.
What a -4 in 23 minutes of game action, which is hard to do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just show up, you do better than that. You know what I mean?
Well, no, he showed up twice in preseason, and he didn't do better.
He kept the fouls to a minimum. He had no fouls tonight.
What did Maya Angelou tell you? When people show you who they are, believe them.
Okay, you're right. I mean, I don't want to just completely throw Moe Harkless in the trash just yet.
I'm not throwing him in the trash.
No, it's okay. We can. We can.
Moose, you're done? You're done with Moe Harkless?
Yes. Bro, come on, let's be honest. Even his kids don't want to wear his jersey right now. This guy is Moe Harkless, more problems. That's all I keep saying because there's not a single player in Heat history that I think frustrates me more than this guy already. We may only be a game into it. I mean, Chris Cote agrees. I mean, he can't even stand the conversation about this guy.
He got out of here.
Yeah.
Wait. You said we may only be 1 game into it. No, we're literally 1 game into it. Like, maybe 1 game into it. And I'm going to take the other way on this. Like, I know everybody's ready to cut Moe Harkless. I kind of like Mo. Like, he didn't play well tonight. I kind of like Mo. Like, give me Mo.
What do you like, though? Honestly, I'm not against Moe Harkless. I'm not jumping off the Moe Harkless bandwagon. Honestly, I don't know if there is a Moe Harkless bandwagon. Like, that's a weird bandwagon to be on. I'm starting
it right now.
Actually, Giancarlo Navas started it last year when he was so pissed that the Heat let Moe Harkless go. So
let that sink in for a minute. That's your ally.
Solana, consider your allies on this one. Is all I'm saying.
That is a great point. Go ahead. Go ahead, because I know you're about to rip me. Also,
No. Let me hear it. I mean, I will also agree that we're only 1 game into it. Right. Like, we shouldn't be overreacting on everybody. I was gonna make that point later for Tyler because we're obviously gonna talk about that. Like, it's just 1 game, but
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and also like just Mo sucks. Like, just fuck him, whatever.
That's what the people are here for. We keep it provocative.
It gets the people going. So okay, well, I want to ask you guys. Well, Chris Cote just said he made his appearance and left. He's back. Cody's back.
I got that Solana Wi-Fi. My bad.
You guys really got to pony up for the Xfinity, man. Like AT&T, I upgraded to like the AT&T 1000. And I did a speed test, and that bitch hit like 25. I was like, come on, bro. Like, what am I doing? Anyway, Cody, we saw no KZ Okpala tonight. We didn't see any Avery Bradley. We didn't see Myers Leonard. Like, could any of those guys have helped tonight?
I mean, Avery Bradley, I wanted to see him. I just wanted to see your new toys, right? It's like when you get a new outfit on Christmas, like the next day, like you got to put Avery Bradley out there. I got to try that on a little bit. I got to, Myers Leonard, I don't need to see him. I've worn that outfit enough. But like, yeah, I want to see Akpala because he hit those threes in the preseason game. Like, I mean, who knows if it helps, right? Who really cares if it would have helped? I just want to see them. Like, let me see my shiny toys.
But we got a ton of Moe Harkless, which is interesting. That's what's interesting to me. It's like you got a shit ton of Moe Harkless, and it's like you got a lot of. And what has he shown anybody to continue to get these minutes? Like he had 11 fouls in 18 minutes of preseason action. Tonight, he comes out with one of the sorriest stat lines I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not trying to be too hard on him, but it's funny to be hard on him. He hit that first corner three, and I DM'd Tiffany. I was like, yo, I'm in on the Moe Harkless thing. And then he didn't do shit else for the rest of the game.
He's small. He's too small.
He's a small forward, and they're playing him at the power forward.
He's too small. Maybe if they move him, first of all, maybe if they bring him off the bench, move him to the three, that might be helpful. He's too small. But out there on the island with him next to him.
But Spo's got to have that guy that he starts and plays for 6 minutes a game
every year.
And it's going to be Moe this year. We just have to accept it.
And then he gives up on him in the playoffs.
Right.
Completely.
That's fine with me. That's give up on him on the playoffs. That's fine. I'll deal with the 6 minutes. But I agree, Tiffany. Move him to the bench all the way at the end.
Someone says Moe has 0 fouls tonight. Improvement. Honestly, I'd rather see some fouls because it means you're trying a little bit. Like no fouls. I'm like, as a power forward, like, come on, what are you doing out there?
Right.
I don't want this just to be an all Moe slander session. Solana, Precious. No, you know what? We talked about Precious a little bit. I actually want to talk about Bam. Bam, 25, 11, and 4. I mean, the jumper was on tonight, right? He was doing just a little bit of everything. He was a -12 for the game, but honestly, I blame Moe Harkless for that. I'm just gonna keep blaming Moe Harkless. Bam, 35 minutes, 25, 11, and 4. His first game coming out. A lot of people are talking about Defensive Player of the Year, MVP kind of. There's a lot of different talk about Bam. What did you see from him tonight?
I know this is weird basketball analysis, but he's just so beautiful out there. I mean, I can't take my eyes off of Bam when he's out in the court. I know that's weird, but
not weird.
And his jump shot, his jump shot is just I'm gonna watch that on YouTube all night. And I know somebody will clip just his jumpers tonight, and that's all I'm gonna want to watch. He's gonna be the best player on the floor almost every game for the Miami Heat. Like him and Jimmy are gonna bring intensity, and Crotty kept talking about the next dimension for which I also think is not great basketball analysis, but I'm ready for the next dimension of Bam Adebayo.
What is the next? It's just 3-pointers, right?
3-pointers.
Yeah.
Cody, I've been saying for years, I want him to take 2 a game. Like I want him to take 2 threes a game. When he gets to that, I mean, if he gets there, and if he 38, 34, 35, 36%, he kind of becomes like this just unstoppable force, right? And so, yes, someone said Bam is handsome. Yes, he's very handsome. I want to talk to Cody because I had we like to call it on Heat Twitter lemon booty every time Jimmy Butler played way too hard for a regular season game. Like he scared the shit out of me all night. Like, did Jimmy go way too hard tonight, or is it just me?
I mean, he's just feeling himself, right? After that finals performance and the stuff and the making the faces after scoring and stuff. He just I'm with you. Like, it was like, dude, we're not in the finals anymore. It's game 1. Let's not bust an ankle game 1.
Yeah, but that
he also
foul with bullshit.
Yeah, he also fell on his hip once too. I was like feeling every fall he had today. I was like,
oh my God,
relax.
I was so scared. I'm like, dude, chill. It's the Magic. Game 1. It's not even Christmas Day. Nobody cares about this shit. Like, he scared the shit out of me.
And speaking of feeling themselves, Tyler Hero played tonight like a guy who spent the last 2 months with an Instagram model girlfriend and having everybody tell him how great he was. He's just that first quarter, he's just like, I can drive to the lane behind the back pass like nothing.
There you go.
It was, oh wow, that is impressive right there.
Get him my
what I'm just looking at right there.
But maybe he needed that. Maybe he needed to be humble.
He had a bad first quarter, and I feel like he got it.
He was pouting. He was dragging. He wasn't. No,
was he pouting?
Yeah,
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
I don't know if I caught that. He was definitely off, especially like in the first quarter and all that. But I think that those moments are gonna happen this year for him, especially if we continue to play him at the starting point guard role, which it seems like that's gonna be the plan this year. Now, I'm personally not a fan of that. Listen, I think Tyler Hero can make plays, but there's a difference between a playmaker and a point guard. A point guard is something completely different. It's not something that you can just learn on the fly in the NBA. And that's no shot at Tyler Hero. I would say that about any player. And I'm the biggest drip fan. I just think that we're playing him out of position right now. And if that continues throughout the year, these struggles are going to be something that is just something we're going to have to deal with. And I think the coaching staff is aware of that.
Question for you guys.
Tanking his value in the chat. That's not a bad play by him. If he wants to stay in Miami,
it's a heady play.
Play bad for a few weeks. It's a heady play.
Well, I said that him and Harden are playing a dangerous game, right? This is one of, I don't know if you guys watched the Queen's Gambit. You know, this is a big time chess match between Tyler Hero and James Harden right now. Who can tank their value harder to stay or not have to leave Miami? Yes, I kicked Giannis off the show.
Who's playing the Sicilian defense? Who's playing the Sicilian defense?
The question for you guys: who had the most turnovers tonight? Because I could have sworn it was Tyler Hero until I looked at the box.
Jimmy?
No?
Maybe Jimmy or Bam?
Didn't three guys have like all of them? Yeah. Wasn't it like all Bam, Tyler, and Jimmy?
Right.
Iggy
Bam
for sure had like
7.
4.
No. Bam. Iggy had 3 in 17 minutes, which is impressive. Bam had 7. And Jimmy had 6. Tyler only had 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising. It felt like a lot more.
You're asking guys who aren't point guards to be point
guards.
guards.
Have a point guard. That's going to be every night.
So is the answer bringing back Kendrick Nunn? Because that's going to make me throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Who?
Kendrick Nunn.
Who?
Kendrick Nunn. Kendrick Nunn.
If the Dragon's playing like this, he's going to be starting soon.
Yeah,
right?
Why don't you flip-flop Dragon and Tyler?
I think because they're trying to limit.
It's a long season. You can do that from day one. I mean, that's probably going to happen down the line. Don't rush that move now.
Rest them a little bit.
Also, you guys remember, this is Eric Spoelstra. He will play Goran Dragic 40 minutes in a regular season game. Like let's be happy he did not, overuse Goran tonight, because Goran looked really good. He really did.
I don't want Nunn coming back. I can't deal with Nunn. I can't deal with Nunn and Harkless.
One or the other. I'm with you on that one. That's a great point. But I do think that you're going to have to see Nunn again at some point. Because let's be honest, he's still the trade chip, Right. Like at the end of the day, you still need to keep that value somewhere where he's enticing to other teams. So you have to put him on the court eventually. Like, it's not like we're just going to hide him the entire time. You can't do that.
Another positive. I'm trying to get some positives out of this, right? I thought Duncan played good defense tonight. He was not a defensive liability. He honestly was a plus defender, in my opinion, coming over to help. He created Solana looks like the third Dragic brother. He does.
I can't unsee it.
You look very Eastern European. You look like you've been through a few civil wars.
Jeez.
You look like you survived an ethnic cleansing. See, this is what happens after about 15 minutes. This is what happens to this show. I was trying to stave it off a little bit. But no, Duncan Robinson looked good tonight. I thought he played a good game.
Back to what he said. I mean, Nunn is really the piece in Heat fans' eyes, right? To other teams, it's Duncan and it's Tyler Hero, right? Like,
absolutely.
Best case scenario for the Heat, Nunn is the piece.
Absolutely.
Like,
Nunn is a throw-in.
If Nunn is the biggest piece we give up in a trade, that is a win for the Heat.
Right.
Nunn is a throw-in, in my opinion, right?
That's what I was kind of thinking. That's why when he said the piece, I was kind of like, I hope he's the piece.
I mean, I agree. I think at the end of the day, he is a throw-in. But let's say he goes on like a 5 or 6 game run. All of a sudden, his trade value starts to increase. It only takes one GM to fall in love with him, Like,
no, stop. Nobody believes in Kendrick Nunn after the bubble, man. Nobody believes. Like,
They had a 3-month sample size, but with the way things are going in Houston, right? Like a couple more weeks of James Harden just throwing gasoline on the fire over there, and like they may be begging for none. Like Harden and a first for none.
No. Right now, Silva is the piece for Harden. Silva and salary cap filler. It's like Silva, Iguodala, and Olynyk should get this shit done, right? And then
Precious is off the table after tonight. Off the table.
Yeah.
And Houston has to send a couple first rounders.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say we need some picks back.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm trying to do with Hangover Time, devote the first 20 minutes or so to analysis of a random ass regular season game, and then the second half to your comments and questions. But before we do that, like Brass has popped in right now, he has an exclusive report on what's going on with James Harden and where he's headed. So, Brass, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. So with Christmas right around the corner, Christmas Eve, we got a little James Harden Santa tracker. So we're going to track where he is. Where is James Harden? Oh, he's in Houston. Okay, well, let's see where he's going to go from Houston. He's wait, what is he doing? Oh, he's giving basketballs to all the rookies. How nice. What a nice, kind gift. Throwing basketballs at the rookies. All right, let's see. We're going to go to, he looks like he's going to Philadelphia. I'm not sure I really trust that process. All right, so let's see. He's going to go to Brooklyn. Yeah, okay. He's got a lot of shooters there. They don't really need him. All right, let's see. We're going to Boston, but they're always on the naughty list. I'm not so sure about them. So now he's going to, wait, where's he going? Oh, God. Oh, he's going to Vegas. Okay, well, what is he doing? Oh, he's throwing. Okay, well, he's giving lots of money. Wow, he's donating lots of money. He's really making it rain. Not making it snow, but he's making it rain. All right, where's he going now? He's going to, is he going to Cleveland? No, he says no. Even Cleveland is too fucking cold for Santa. All right, let's go down. We're going to go down to, looks like the Tampa Bay Raptors. And I guess while he's down there, he's probably going to go to, no, wait a minute. He's making a little detour. Oh, he's going to Atlanta. Okay, what is he doing in Atlanta? He's donating money in Atlanta. He's a very giving person. Everyone calls him very selfish, but I don't know. So he's going to Miami. They're either interested or not interested. We're not really sure. Okay, so Houston. He's back in Houston. It's really incredible how quickly he can travel. Wait, what was that? Oh shit. What's happening? Oh my god. His COVID, he's spread COVID everywhere. This is horrible. This is terrible. What a nightmare. Oh, guys, listen. Please, happy holidays. Wear a mask.
Thank you for that report, Brass. I thought that was super insightful. You're only going to get that on Hangover Time. Like, I know there's other outlets out there giving you like real sources, but Brass, thank you for that, because I feel like that was the most comprehensive James Harden tracker that I've seen so far.
So we got good sources. That's all I'm saying.
we do. Thank you for that. So now, whatever. That was fun. We're going to go to the comments. So you guys on the Twitch stream, go ahead, give us your comments and questions. Brass is going to throw them up. You can ask. Wow, exactly. Brass, the image of the money being thrown in Vegas had me in tears the first time I saw that video. Like, that was just absolutely ridiculous. Twitch stream, clip that, clip the Harden tracker. Cody, I'm going to ask you, ESPN, do you guys have anything like that? You know, do you have a Harden tracker, or is that like some of the most in-depth reporting you've seen so far?
That's some solid production value right there. I don't even want to think about how long that took to produce. I commend the person, whoever did it. And I have a feeling it wasn't. I mean, you paying him the big bucks, Alf? I mean, that's some quality production value right there.
Yeah. He works for whiskey, which is what most of us do.
Don't we all?
Okay. So before we go around the horn with the question, what the fuck is up with Spo's fourth quarter rotations? Good question. I want to find out what everyone's drinking tonight. Tiffany, what are you drinking?
Sticking with it. Tito's fresh squeezed lime and lemon.
Okay. Hardcore. All right. Moose.
Got a little bit of rum and coke here. Your basic Bacardi rum.
Nice. Cody, what's happening?
A little Knob Creek,
Oh.
with a little splash of soda.
Okay.
All right. Solana, what's happening over there?
I just ran out. My roommate's about to throw me something. I don't know what he's throwing me, but he's gonna throw me something right now.
do not drink drinks from strange men. Like,
oh man, I got a hard seltzer.
Clawing it up.
my god!
I'm clawing it up.
God.
Clawing it up.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Cody, black cherry. Cody, is that cool?
Black cherry, yeah.
No, it's super disappointing.
Listen, fuck that guy.
You like 12?
Oh wow.
You can't be coming on here. I'm kidding. Fine. But listen, this is a warning, all right? You can't be drinking that shit. This is not acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
No more hearts. The weakest shit you could drink on Hangover Time is Miller Lite. I think.
I thought seltzers were recommended on Hangover Time.
No, never. Not by that is not a part of the Alf 954 brand.
Let them.
We believe
That's two. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hold a hard line of 3.
Let them come
Alf
with that.
954. The brand is hard liquor and cargo shorts, and that's it.
I don't know, man. Those seltzers come with that ad money. I don't know. You'll be a little.
That's true.
Unless they want to sponsor me, go ahead. I pitched Manscaped for months.
I was going to say. I can be bought.
Shave my balls twice a week. Get that check.
So I'm drinking the I got a bottle of the Lagavulin Nick Offerman edition.
Oh,
from Park.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
now we're talking.
Good
kind
shit.
of showing off, but
Just
you know.
flexing.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
is a
you know,
flex.
you're the actual antithesis of showing off, showing us our fucking white claw.
I'm the Moe Harkless. I'm the Moe Harkless of Hangover
of the
Time.
starting lineup.
You're Goran Dragic of.
Next week.
I mean, you're Tyler Hero. You're clearly underage if you're drinking that.
Brass is flexing on you hoes for the time being.
Speaking of Tyler Hero, real fast, being underage, did you guys see his Instagram story where he did this thing where he's like in his car and he's like rapping along with a song?
Oh yeah,
I know LeBron does this move, so like that makes it cool for everybody to do. But like that move was the first time where I was like, man, I thought Tyler Hero was like perfect. I was like, he's only 20. He's gonna be our stud. Like he crushed it in Eastern Conference, 37 points, and I'm just like, there's nothing he could do wrong. And then I saw him doing a video while he's driving, like rapping a song, and I was just like, maybe he's not perfect.
Yeah, that's a telltale sign of
he's young though. And then I forgot, and I was like, he's 20 years old. So like I can't really hate on him. I mean, LeBron does it.
The good thing is I didn't have, like, if I was 19 with social media, it would have been a shit show. Like
with social media and millions of dollars. And an Instagram girlfriend.
It's dangerous, by the way. It's dangerous what he was doing. Like, that's just like the dad in me coming out. Like, you're driving on the highway. You haven't even signed your big contract yet. And you're just like sitting there rapping a song while videotaping yourself. Like, don't do that, Tyler Hero. I guarantee you Eric Spoelstra or somebody on the team was like, yo, don't do that.
Ron Rothstein actually sent them.
Ron Rothstein sent an email.
Right, sent him an email. Yeah,
a strongly worded letter.
He let him know 10-2. Okay, Tyler.
Well, I was gonna say I'm 40 years old and I can't be trusted with social media. So, I mean, Tyler, I understand. Somebody asked me what I'm drinking. I'm drinking vodka as usual with Sprite. I don't like to. I drink brown liquor for light skinned opinions because that's a whole different Alf. And you guys. Twitch isn't ready for that. They have rules. Okay, so Brass, we're gonna go with questions. Go ahead with comments from the Twitch stream. A lot of people are asking. They want to ask Chris Cote questions about what's going on with ESPN.
Someone's looking for a scoop.
Hey Chris, was Dan versus your dad a work or a shoot?
Wait, what?
I guess they're asking. I guess the argument with your dad and Dan on the show, was that real or was that fake?
Oh, I mean, you have to be more specific. Which argument? I mean,
which one?
Generally, Dan is very serious when he's yelling at my dad, and like and then the segment will end and be like, "It was just shtick," and then like everyone looks around like it didn't feel like shtick. It felt like very, very serious. No, like there's nothing that's completely fake. I mean, obviously, you know how it goes. Like things might be oversold a little sometimes, but for the most part, like the genesis of every argument is pretty genuine.
Like how when I yell at Giancarlo Navas, like I don't hate him.
Right. You got to upsell it a little bit. Like you hate him a little bit, but you got to just make it sound better for the audience.
Yeah, there is hate in my heart on some Jedi shit for Giancarlo Navas.
But you're a showman, so you got to like turn it on a little bit.
And I make it even worse.
Exactly.
Luke Babbitt Goat asks, and I'm gonna pose this question to Moose. Just because I want to put him on the spot.
As soon as I saw Luke Babbitt, I was like, please don't go to me.
Is there a chance Luke Babbitt returns to the Heat? He's still a free agent.
No,
I did not think we were getting a Luke Babbitt question.
No, that's a horrible question. I got a better question that I want to ask Cody anyways. Fuck Luke Babbitt. Cody, this is something I was curious about, and I don't know if you can get into this, but do you guys get yes.
Dan's favorite color is aqua.
Thank you. Dan's favorite color.
Yeah.
No, really though, I want to know, do you guys get to keep the studio? Are you guys staying there?
I trying to like just do some math in my head right now on like what I'm allowed to say.
Yeah, no worries.
I believe that things are being worked out with ESPN and Dan where like it's a very amicable parting. So I believe that Dan is taking over the rent on that, and I believe we will be staying there.
Okay.
My official statement and my off the record statement are all the same, that I don't really know anything and they don't tell me anything. Like I'm just kind of like along the ride wherever, like whatever happens. So
it's kind of like how I got to keep my apartment when I left 5 Reasons.
Exactly like that. Exactly like that.
That's awesome.
See, some sources say you're interested, some sources say you're not interested. So we're confused.
Interested? Oh, that's So no Babbitt takes from anybody.
I do miss that all lefty lineup. I mean, if you want a Babbitt take, like that was fun. The Luke Babbitt era, the all lefty lineup. No, nobody else feeling that. No, never mind.
That was fun.
I thought it was fun. Who
was it? It was Tyler. It was Goran. It was Babbitt. Who else was it?
Justice and McBob, right? I think it was McBob.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, Tiffany, from Jay Grella. When we trade the entire roster, can we bring back Dion, Ryan Anderson, Norris Cole, Birdman, Ronnie Turioff, and Dexter Pittman? No.
Are we still paying Ryan Anderson?
Right. Is he still getting $5 million?
He's still getting paid. He might as well earn his fucking money.
This year and next year.
Who is the comic relief on this team, though? Like, who's the guy? Where's my Dion Waiters? Where's my Whiteside, like, Snapchatting about SpongeBob? Where's my Gerald Green, like, almost overdosing in a lobby somewhere?
Thank you, Mario Chalmers.
That wasn't funny, but you know what I mean. Just like, I feel like that's the one thing this team is missing is like the wacky, funny stuff.
Yeah,
it's a lot of serious dudes.
I can only hear about how close Goran and Jimmy Butler are like so many times. Like we get it, you guys are best friends. Like,
and he respects Tyler Hero because of his competitive nature. Like who's the goofball? Like I'm thinking it's Moe Harkless from what I've seen so far.
He plays like it.
I think Moe Harkless is in practice, like on Twitch, and
he's sucking right now.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Go look how much money they're paying me to foul out.
So let's see. I feel like this is a good barometer to how much Tiffany is gonna hate Moe Harkless after game 1. Dion Waiters or Moe Harkless?
Ooh. Wait, is it pre-gummy or post-gummy?
Post-gummy.
You make that trade because then you get the fun stuff. Like that's a perfect trade for what we're talking about right here.
Yeah.
You get the fun stuff in the same production, which is great.
Okay. So yeah,
you actually get better defense. To be honest with you,
wow.
Like I think it's an upgrade.
Yeah,
I think
that is an upgrade. Like the team has characters, right? Like
he won't be clogging the 4.
Yeah. Like
how about Max Strus? Is Max Strus fun?
No.
He's
just Twitter.
He can't be yet. He can't be.
Fun. He's from the Midwest. He's fun.
It's the mystique of Strus, though, right? Like once we find out more about Strus, probably won't be as fun. But the mystique surrounding him right now, we don't know anything. He's mysterious. We don't know anything about him.
Midwest.
The goofball actually is probably Kelly Olynyk. He's got a lot of personality. I could see him pulling some pranks and stuff.
If your goofball is Kelly Olynyk, you need a new goofball.
Yeah.
You need a new goofball. You need to make a trade immediately. If that's your goofball, right? Like if you're settling at Kelly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why Pat's on the phone with Houston. Let's be honest. It's not for James's scoring ability. Get out of here. We want the headlines.
I think our goofball might be Jimmy Butler with like the coffee stuff. Like that's the closest, and he's our leader, so he can't be our goofball.
He's taking up serious though.
L. Leonard is probably our funniest one.
Yes.
L. Leonard.
That's another thing, kind of like with the Goran and Jimmy thing. Like we get it. You're the most. You get it. You're the most adorable couple ever.
No,
we get it.
See your dog sing BG song.
No, that's where I draw the line.
Basketball shot. Ooh, off the wall. They made it. That was not your first try. You tried that like 300 times before you.
L. Leonard slander 1 game into the season. No, that's where
First
I draw
of all,
the line.
it's Ellie. They call her Ellie.
Now who's slandering?
Right.
Yeah, now you can't even say her name right. It's like when I called him Max.
All right,
Struss.
Max Struss. Yeah, and I just want to clarify for myself. I never said a bad thing about Max Struss.
I did.
No, it's Max Struss. I slandered after that first game. Max Struss. I never said a fucking thing about it.
Those are two different players.
Max Struss is the next Dan Marley. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's Ellie Leonard, by the way. So G1 the Drill Breaker says we need to sign Michael Beasley ASAP just for balance. I think that's what Cody's talking about. We need that guy.
And they're not pot testing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I saw
excellent. Yeah,
I have some reporting about. I'd say this was like January. This is before the pandemic. I saw Michael Beasley at a Chick-fil-A in Plantation.
That's great news.
That's it.
I saw him in February in Wynwood.
Hold on.
Can you say that again?
What month did you say?
What month?
Thank you. I wanted, back that up again.
Wait, I've heard this. I've heard this bit on Hawk and Crowder. What month?
I said it. We're doing it. What do you? Hawk pay you to do this out?
No,
February. February. Come on, you know what I mean. I saw him in Wynwood, and I yelled out like nobody was around him. He's just standing there on the corner on his phone. I yelled out, "Super cool," because I would let him into my world. Like anybody could have yelled, "Hey, Michael Beasley!" Right. Anybody could, but I know you. Like super cool. I didn't even look up.
No. You guys want to hear something?
Didn't even look up.
Something happened to me today. I was walking my dog, and somebody said something to me. And listen, I'm a regular person. Somebody yells something to me from a car. The first thing I'm looking around like I got my hands clenched, like what the fuck is up? Got my dog ready to sick him, and they're like, I was like, what the fuck? I turned around like mad, like what, bitch? What'd you say? And he was like, you're the man, Alf. And I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. Now I appreciate that.
That would have been funny if you punched a fan.
Yeah. Listen, it's almost happened a couple times. Like, don't listen. I'm telling you guys right this just as a favor to everybody who sees me on the street. Don't just yell my fucking name out because I got beef from back in the 90s that I have not settled yet. I don't know. My head's on a swivel.
Do we have any fans?
Florida. I never know what's happening.
Do you have any fans that are DJs? Because Alf will fuck you up.
Oh yeah, I will fight a DJ. That is a very inside joke for Brass.
Like a disc jockey or somebody named DJ.
No, a disc jockey.
Either.
Brass has been with me when I've actually tried to fight a DJ in downtown Fort Lauderdale.
Well, you made a request. You hit him with a little request, and he was like, "Nah, get out of here with that noise."
It wasn't even a request. I gave him some advice on how to get the party going because he kept killing. He kept playing good shit, and we were having a good time, and then he would kill the party. And so
that's the worst. When a DJ's on a groove and then he just like plays something, and it's like, what happened here?
I'm like,
how'd you approach it though? Like, were you yelling at him?
No, I was very nice. I was very nice.
But you gotta type it. Type it in your notes.
He's fallen out of a party after like an hour.
It's true. No, I was very nice. I just went up to him like, yo, stop with the EDM shit, my dude. Like you're playing like good shit, everyone's dancing, and then all of a sudden there's some random EDM like dum, 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 dum. Like, bro, nobody's trying to hear that shit. We're having a good time. And then after the night was over, and then I'm walking outside, he like stood behind two bouncers and just was like, fuck you. And I was like, bro, what's your problem? And he just started screaming at me, and like, so I tried to choke him, and then the bouncers grabbed me.
I feel like whenever you're still at the bar when the DJ is there wrapping up and picking up all his stuff, that's never like you've been there a little too long. Probably.
Yeah, it was like 3:00 in the morning on fucking in Las Olas, and like it was not a good. But I honestly I was very nice to that idiot, and then he just started screaming at me after, and so I tried to choke him, and now it's Brass keeps bringing it up every time we start talking about anything. EDM, was it Mike Ryan? No, it was not Mike Ryan. I did not try to choke Mike Ryan. I had a Chris Cote, can you tell me why Mike Ryan hates me so much? That's a good question.
I didn't know that he hated you.
Even when I saw him at the last LeBatard Brothers event, I'm like, Mike, and you invited me as backstage. We had a great time. I see Mike, he's like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, like what?
I don't know, man. I honestly have.
He can't stand me.
I mean, I don't know if you know that's true. Like,
I don't know if it's shtick because he does it in real life.
Yeah, that seemed to be real life. Yeah, that wasn't on.
If it was a Twitter bit, like it doesn't translate in real life.
I'll ask him and get back to you.
Thank you, because he said he was going to come on the show, and I think he did it just to fuck with me.
Admit it. You asked him before me. Admit it.
No, I didn't.
Wow. Thank you.
I didn't.
Even if you're lying, thank you.
No, I didn't. I asked you first. I actually asked Izzy and Sedano after I asked you. So upcoming on Hangover time.
Wait. So if they said yes, would you have I wouldn't?
No, I booked you first before I asked.
So this is for next games. I thought you were like,
yeah. So upcoming.
Hey, Chris, by the way, we need you game 2 now.
Yeah. No. You were booked for the first game. I was like, I'm trying to have a good time with Chris Cote.
I'm having fun. I don't know if you're having fun. I'm having fun. Thank you for having me.
I'm having a good time because I'm drunk. I don't give a fuck. I'm supposed to end the show at 40 minutes, but this is when it gets weird.
Yeah.
Tiffany's like, shit, yeah. We're approaching 4, which is off the rails o'clock. Yes, correct.
A drinking game never to play during a Heat game is taking a shot every time Eric Reed tells you how many points somebody has scored in a quarter. I noticed that tonight. He not only tells you how many points Bam Adebayo scored, but he tells you it's his 8th point of the second quarter, 14 for the game, 3rd in his last 2 minutes. Like he cannot just tell you a single score. He has to give you the quarter, the game, the minute. That dude is, and I'm making fun of him, but I love Eric Reed. But it's just like he's crazy with those stats.
How much do you guys miss Tony?
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to give you my true thoughts on that. Oh, look at that! Look at that.
Look at that sweet, sweet face. That sweet cherubic face.
What's he doing right now? What do you think Tony Fiorentino's doing right now?
Probably looking at stats.
Yeah,
on some James Harden shit.
For real, for some good luck, and obviously it didn't do shit because we lost to the Magic again. But I was in Mount Vernon today, and I actually drove by Mount Vernon High School.
Wow.
Mount Vernon.
A lot of good that did.
I imagine he still responds to Eric Reed like on his couch. Like he's just on his couch. Yeah, Ewick.
That's right, Ewick.
Good call, Ewick.
Somebody has to because Crotty doesn't say shit half the time. But anyway, I'm sorry. Is that too far? Solana's like, I can't respond to that.
Solana,
you don't have to. Solana, what do you think of that? Of what I just said?
I want to hear more about Tiffany and Moe Harkless. That's where I want to awkwardly transition to.
Nobody important is listening to John Crotty slander 43 minutes into Hangover time. Like we can talk about it. Like
absolutely not.
I'm sorry for the Eric Reed slander too. I thought it's just funny.
I've slandered Eric Reed a ton, and like I get a lot of flack for it. But honestly, every time I like listen to Chris Webber or Reggie Miller, I'm like, fuck, I miss Eric Reed.
That's true.
Okay. Tony was the GOAT. Next week's guest, John Crotty. No, he's not coming on here. I don't think he's gonna enjoy that. Brian Goins from Miami Heat B says Moe Harkless is dead to me. Jesus Christ, you guys hate Moe Harkless. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up because if I go any further, I'm gonna get Solana fired and I'm gonna get us kicked off of Twitch. So I'm going to go around the horn, ending with Cody. Tiffany, your main takeaways from tonight's game.
If Bam can do this every night, that's a huge W. That's one. Jimmy needs to slow his ass down, stay off the floor. And no Mo.
No Momo.
No Momo.
No Momo. We should name the show this. No Momo. Moose. What the hell was that?
That's my dog. She hates Moe Harkless too.
Your main takeaways from tonight.
Listen, my main thing for tonight is just it's all Precious. What else can I say? It's all Precious. If he can give us that, consistently throughout the season, then watch out. I mean, it's great to have another Bam.
Solana, your main takeaways from tonight.
It's still Heat and 5 no matter what, and I want to see Mo. Before I'm ready to write him off, and because I know it bothers Tiffany so much, I want to see Mo.
That's
good job, Brass.
That's 3 strikes. I can't take it anymore. I mean,
thank you,
White
Brass.
Claw
Thank
thing,
you.
and I mean, enough is enough.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It was getting ridiculous. It really was.
Thank you.
It's he might be banned from the show. Cody, your takeaways from tonight. Also, your takeaways from your first appearance on Hangover Time. Is this a complete shit show, or do you think we got something here? You're a professional.
No, this is fun, man. This is my style. I like wackiness and randomness and tangents, like within the serious sports analysis. My takeaways, if you're gonna pin me down for some hardcore basketball analysis, I would say, it's one game, so I feel like I might regret this like next game. But I would say a little less Tyler at running point. A little more. Hey Jimmy, be careful out there. Like we need you to, be at your best late in the season, so don't, bust an ankle against the Magic opening game. But I think those are my takeaways. And Precious, like that would be nice if he was like a solid big off the bench for us this year.
Quick question for you guys: like, do you guys ever see Precious and Bam starting next to each other?
I saw you got excited on Twitter when you saw them playing together. Yeah,
I put the sirens up, and I don't like. Ever since George Floyd, I don't like putting police sirens up, but I had to just for the. I made everyone uncomfortable with the George Floyd reference. That's what I do.
And I know, like his versatility is going to be a huge.
No. Thank you,
mother.
What happened? Right after, honestly. But yeah, when I saw them, when they were on the floor together for 28 seconds, the Magic did not score.
Right. I want to see it.
I would like to see it. I would rather see Precious than Moe Harkless.
Exactly.
Okay, you got me. I was gonna play the opposite side of that, but no, you win.
Cody, Precious, Bam.
I mean, I'm with it, man. Let's see it.
All right. So
sorry, I petered out there.
No,
I feel like I had a solid 45 minutes with you guys, and that last question right there, I was just like, yeah, sure.
No, that's fine.
We're gonna edit that out.
Yeah, nobody's even watching this anymore. But the cool thing about like the Precious Bam front court is like it's the most ridiculous nicknames in their actual first names. They both kind of sound like strippers. What? Okay, go ahead, Moose. I'm sorry.
The only thing I was gonna say is if we're gonna go Precious Bam together, one of those two has to develop a solid 3-point shot that I can rely on because you're gonna need the spacing. Okay,
Bam has to shoot great. 3. He has to shoot 2 to 3 games.
Until we can get that consistently, one of them has to have a 3-point shot. That's just
look at it this way. When he does that handoff with Robinson at the top of the key, that's the perfect opportunity for him to take that shot.
Yeah, imagine if he stepped back and let it fly.
No, you're absolutely right.
I think that's the perfect time.
You know what? I never thought I was going to miss Jay Crowder. Nobody has made me miss Jay Crowder more than Moe Harkless.
I miss what I say to you all the time.
Yeah, you say it all the time.
I miss Jay.
I miss Jay. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Hangover Time. We went 10 minutes longer than I wanted to. Tiffany's doing my Will Ferrell Wedding Crashers move. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you. I don't know. When's the next game? Like Tuesday or some shit?
Christmas.
No, I'm not doing a Christmas game. I already told them.
What?
No.
Nah, let's do it. Let's go. I'll be here.
Listen, if I was still on 5 Reasons, I'd have to work on Christmas. I'm not anymore. Ethan's a slave driver. Love you, Ethan. Your reporting is rock solid. Don't let nobody tell you different. There goes That Harden tracker was fucking ridiculous, and I
was
love
funny.
the fact
That was really funny.
All right, plug the podcast. Everyone, check out Miami Heat Beat. We're posting 3 to 4 times a week. I'm not going to be in all of them, but you know, there's going to be rock solid analysis. It's gonna stream live on Twitch, which is for the first time ever. Like, we're gonna give you so much live streaming Twitch content. You're gonna be sick of that fucking app. I hope not. So follow us on Twitch, subscribe on Twitch. You'll be doing us a big favor. Send us bits. I'm still not sure exactly what the fuck that is. They said if you send us bits, it's like pennies and dollars and shit. So send us bits, and then the next post-game stream is actually going to be on YouTube. So check us out there. And the post-game streams will switch from YouTube to Twitch through the rest of December. And then we'll be exclusively on Twitch starting in January. Unless nobody wants to download Twitch, and then I'll just go back to YouTube. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
This is a wordy guy.
He hit his first 3 in the corner.
And Solana.